this is Kaizen. Welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to talk about artist PC buying guides. Technically me blabbering what minimum specs you should need, explaining what specifications mean or how does it affect you as an artist, as a consumer. And yeah, technically this video is a PC promotional video because I am building BNU PC pre-builds for artists. But before you scram, trust me, 100% guarantee, you guys will learn so much about this video in buying PCs. If you don't need to buy my PCs, it doesn't matter. But this is just technically a promotion for it, so you guys would understand why the specs are this. So yeah, Kai, why should we believe you? Do you know what you're saying? Yes, I've been doing this for like a lot of times now. I've been doing this for years. I've been building PCs for a long time. I've been building PCs before for a mining farm of crypto, but it's been a long time ago. I build mining rigs. I build servers. I can build servers as well. NAS, true NAS, blah blah blah. I build PCs for artists, and you probably know some of them. I could just pop their socials here, probably somewhere in this video. Yeah, I've been building, and you can just ask them. And I really build their PCs. If they deny it, tell me. Because the next time they got their PC broken, I will not fix it. Just kidding. I love them. So yeah, I've been doing this for a long time, and I've learned so many times. Because I know the struggle. If an artist goes to a store, you know how malls are and other big PC building corps would be like, sell you stuff that you probably never need. And that's disappointing. You're paying extra for something you don't need. And this PC is specifically made for artists. This is why I want to make a PC store specifically for artists, so you guys know that you're not being scammed for your money. So yeah, I'm just gonna show you guys the PC I have currently now, and I'm gonna explain each of the specifications, why this is the one you should go for, and what are the minimum are. So let's start now. So this is the PC right now. I only have a record video of it because I cannot mount it here. I wish I could show it to you guys, but the space is very small and it's gonna be bulky and I can't move around. So yeah, this is a Ryzen 5600G processor, 16 gigs of DDR4, 3200 megahertz speed, 256 gigs of SSD storage, and Gigabyte 52M motherboard, AM4, so I can support Ryzen 5000 and below processors, and Stargate Aviation case white. I'm so sorry, white is only available for this package, but we're also available other colors for other packages, but for this package specifically, there's only white, and it's 25,000 pesos. This entire package is 25,000 pesos. I guarantee you it's good for the bang for your buck. Wi-Fi supported, and tech support for 6 months, and warranty for 6 months as well. You can annoy me the heck you want. I will answer all of your questions and all your blah 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 blahs. So yeah, now I'm gonna explain each of the specifications of this PC, why I went on for this entry level. This is basically a good entry level for digital artists out there, especially if you're trying digital art and you want to have a PC. This is the best beginner PC, trust me. And it has good goodies and a lot of ways for upgrades, and I will explain them all here. So let's start with the Ryzen 5600G. This is the processor, the heart of the PC itself. So it's G means APU. It's an APU variant, so APU has their integrated graphics card. But if you have extra money, like a lot of extra money, you could get a specific graphics card separated from the processor, but that's a discussion later that I'm gonna explain. So yeah, it has its own integrated graphics card, Radeon Vega 7. Radeon, I don't know how to pronounce it. I think it's Radeon Vega 7. Yeah. So yeah. So this bad boy here has 6 cores, 12 threads. What does that mean, Kai? So 6 cores is basically the workers in the processor. As an artist, I would suggest the minimum cores for a processor you need in a PC if you want to go Intel. Like, this is like the most basic analogy you can think of. So 6 cores are workers. So the more workers you have in a processor, the faster the processor works. So let's say you This 6 workers right here, because it has 6 cores, you shout at them, fetch me a pail of water. And of course, it's going to be faster if 6 people are doing the work at the same time. This is why I suggest get 6 cores, because it's perfect for artists, especially if you're doing Photoshop, you're doing Blender. It's a really good entryway. 6 cores, 12 threads. No matter what variant, 6 cores is supposed to be your minimum processor. All the processing power the core does goes to the RAM, which is the next spec, 16 gigs of RAM. I suggest the minimum actually for an artist needs 12 gigs of RAM. Below that, you're gonna be a hard time because Photoshop will chug it all. And if you have 16 gigs, you have leeway. So let's say 12 goes to Photoshop, and the rest can go to I don't know, your Google Chrome or YouTube on the side, Spotify on the side, because they consume RAM. 3200 megahertz. That's the speed of the RAM. The faster the RAM you have, the faster it is. Specifically, they're like correlation. 3200 megahertz is a good entryway, but if you're tight on a budget, 2400 megahertz is also good. If you're doing basic digital art stuff, but if you're using 3D, I suggest get for a 3200 megahertz speed of RAM DDR4. SSD where you install your programs. Clip Studio Paint, Miss Paint, Photoshop. I'm a Photoshop biased, so you should put it there. SSDs are very fast, very fast computing storage. Really, they are. If you have extra money, the best upgrade for this PC is to get bigger storage. So you put your stuff that you store, for example, pictures, PSD files. I don't know what the files for sci files, I guess. You put it in your HDD, and programs that you need to work very often, you install it in your SSD. So it will be more faster and not gonna, crash with each other. Next is the motherboard. This is where you install everything. This is a Gigabyte 52M AM4 slot. AM4 is the slot of the processor. So let's say it's like basically the shoe size, So if you're a size 37, you can only fit size 37 shoes. That's like the basic analogy. White case, RGB lights, aesthetics, blah, blah, blah. So yeah, that's pretty much it about the specs. It's very straightforward to follow through. But if you have more questions, you could just leave a comment down below or message me in my page, because I will answer them. Guys, get out. That's my goal here. Help artists to build their PCs. Doesn't matter. I know someone's gonna ask, can it game, Kai? Oh, it can heck game. It can really game. What I could show like a demo that me playing Genshin. Here, video playing Genshin. It could play Valorant, it could play CS:GO, it could play a lot. League of Legends, Minecraft, Roblox. Do artists play Roblox? I don't know, maybe. Or if you hate yourself so much, Elden Ring. Yes, it can run Elden Ring. So yeah, smoothly. For Valo, it hits 60 FPS. It's very smooth. Genshin, 60 to 80 FPS. I played Genshin, so yeah. And yeah, really good game. So majority of you, I know you guys are gonna lie to your parents and say, oh no, I'm gonna use this for school or for art. Liars. I've been there. It could do pretty much a lot of things. It could 3D, it could do 2D art, it could do panoramas if you want, it could do motion graphics, it could do video editing. It could do a lot of stuff. For 25,000 pesos, guys, trust me, this is the bang for your buck. I know there's some people probably would sell it cheaper, but this is a Kaizen guarantee support and quality. I've checked every PC that comes to my door. I would even show you a video demo. So I have plugged in my Wacom in 203 and installed Adobe Photoshop 2022 and made amazing art. This PC can do it all. Do some medium to high specs gaming, play Valorant, Genshin, etc. You can even draw, which you can see here. Fantastic! Mwah! All in this RYZEN 5600. So what are the possible upgrades if you get this PC? What are the possible upgrades you should go? I suggest get an HDD, because the storage is only 256 gigs. Getting an HDD or an SSD, either way, both. If you have a lot of money, just go for an SSD. Next is a dedicated graphics card. If you're very, very, very serious about making art and you want to go further, more high-end rendering of 3D, like in cycles, or for 2D, maybe experiment on 360 panorama drawings, or a lot of stuff, more high-end animation, blah 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 blah. Technically this can do a lot of basic animation, but like, let's say if you want to do some little high-end motion graphics with AE and 3D involvement with it, blah blah blah, make sure with that. Yeah, I would suggest to get a dedicated graphics card. But the best graphics card, let's say if you are going to that route, I think the best entryway will be a GTX 1050 or 1060. 1050 right now is around 10,000 to 13,000 pesos. I know it's a lot of money, but it's very worth it to get a dedicated graphics card as an upgrade. 1060 is a great bang for the buck because it's there. It's the entryway for high-end stuff and medium leveling, blah, blah, blah. Really good. If you have a lot of money, get an RTX, because the higher it goes, the better it can do. I have an RTX 3070. Because I do a lot of VR sculpting, VR painting, and I do a lot of stuff. Like, a lot. I do Blender rendering with ray tracing and cycles and stuff like that. I could probably show you guys someday. But yeah, get a dedicated graphics card. Get a GTX 1050 if you're in a budget. It's a good entryway. Stuff like that. Also, upgrade your fan if you want. The more fans, does it help? Actually, no. It does. If you add a lot of fans, it actually doesn't help as much because it's okay. I checked the thermals; it's pretty okay. You could upgrade the CPU fan if you want, but you technically don't need to. But you can if you wanted to disperse more heat. It actually depends on the space you are. If the place is very hot, like insanely hot, but I play it in a very room temperature, no AC needed. It's totally fine. You don't need to really upgrade the fan. It's doing well, but it's a suggestion. If you want to go water cooling, you can. That's like a very advanced thing to do, but yeah, you can. And that's pretty much it of this video, guys. It's only 25,000 pesos. It's a good entryway, Kaizen guarantee. I suggest you get it, please. Yeah, I guarantee you guys, this PC is built with heart, and I would build them myself. I will even do streams of it, me building. If you go to my Kaizen builds page, I'll put a link down below. I would even stream it for you if you want, or you want a private Discord call. I would stream it at the same time if you want me to see building your PC on the spot. That's how legit I am. Side notes, we don't accept partial payment. Payment first basis, full amount. I'm sorry, there's no partial payment. Full amount, if you can't, sad. But yeah, that's the only requirement. I'm sorry. Yes, full amount, blah blah blah. And pretty much it. You could ask me all. Oh, by the way, before I forget, I'm offering free. It doesn't matter. Free checkup and PC format, laptop format, or laptop checkup for everyone. The first 10, just pay for shipping. That's all. Just pay for shipping. Send your PCs here. If you have a problem, I'll get. It's free checkup anyway. If it needs format, it's for free. I will never ask any penny from you. It's free. It's for me to promotion. The only thing I ask for you is share this video. People to know. If you need help for PC, you can message us in my PC building store page. Or here in my artist page. Works both. So yeah, that's it, guys. Please, I hope you learned something. If you have questions, just leave it down below. And this is Kaizen Sama. Thank you, guys, for listening. Me blabbering about probably something you'll do. Probably something no one has talked about a lot. And yeah, this is Kazama. Thank you for watching. And I love you guys. You're awesome. Stay cool.